Hey guys, welcome rhymestimes Thoughts. Hey, we're going to talk about sports. I'm getting my coffee ready to sit down, talk about the NBA, how the NBA pulled it off. I think I was more intrigued how the championship was going, and it just turned out, the series turned out pretty good for less on quality time games, a lot of games this year, but they had to cut the season short. I think that pulled it off. Also, I'm pretty excited about baseball. I mean, even baseball turned out pretty good. I do miss being at the stadium, being a season ticket holder, me and my wife sitting down watching the game, hearing the hot dog guy going down, and just really just enjoying our collaboration with our fellow season ticket holders and stuff, that we built a good relationship for the last 8 years. And then and the baseball turned out pretty good. The series going good. I mean, we had the Houston, the cheaters, I still call them the cheaters, and Tampa Bay. That series turned out pretty exciting. So we will talk about that. I mean, incredible. Yeah, Reddick and those guys doing some great things, but I will talk really short about that. And of course, we have the NFL. Today's the NFL, week 6 of the NFL. So we definitely will talk about that. My winners and losers. And then then me and my wife will go for a bike ride, get our bikes together and so forth. So let me get my coffee together. Let me sit down, get ready to talk to you guys. Tune in. It will be fun. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe, ring the bell, make comments. But let's get going. Let me get my coffee and let's start talking.
Hey, so let's recap what's went on so far in October in sports. We had the Lakers winning the championship. That's right, the Lakers are back. The news are flashing, the fireworks are going. LA are celebrating. That's back. We're back. I've got our 17th championship. What an incredible, and they capped it off with the tragedy of what happened with Kobe Bryant. So Kobe was given the juju of the Lakers winning the championship. They are back. Anthony, LeBron, and hopefully we could keep our relationships good, and we might be able to get another one or two more championship before things go sour. But then let's talk about baseball. October, yes, the Oakland A's, the Yankees were out. They busted. They're trick-or-treating right now with their kids while they were watching. They'll be watching the World Series. What a series. Houston scared me. The cheaters almost made it to the World Series again. I mean, unbelievable. Reddick ripping off a home run, catching that ball, and you're just going, oh no, Houston is coming back. They will win. And they won the game. And then wow, what a last 7th game series that was. But whew, the Tampa Bay is pulling it off. But now I have to worry about my Dodgers. If my Dodgers make it to the World Series, oh my God, what an incredible sports I had this year. And then maybe my Steelers will make it to the championship. But I'm sitting here with you guys, the same thing, wondering if the Dodgers don't pull it off as well and make it to the World Series. But let's go ahead and talk about a little about football. Let's talk about football, what's going on in football right now. Let's have some fun.
Hey guys, let's talk about football. Hey, let's really talk about who's the winners and losers that will probably be in the NFL today. We're on week 6. We had some great games last week and so forth, but let's really talk about who my picks are, who will lose, and who's really not having a good season really. Let's start with the Houston Texans 1-4 versus Tennessee Titans. I mean, that's probably a given that Tennessee Titans probably will win. I mean, let's just call it how it is. The team is doing better. They're going through. They went through COVID-19. I think they could have had a better performance against other teams, but still, they beat Buffalo Bills. I think they're doing really good. I think they're still striving to be even better. So I don't go with the Tennessee Titans over the over Houston Texans. But let's go with Buffalo Ravens, 4-1 against Philadelphia Eagles that are 1-2 and 1. I really don't have to say much. I mean, really, the defense last week with the Baltimore Ravens was incredible. If you didn't see it, they had like 7 sacks. I mean, they rushed the players it was crazy. The Beagles quarterback probably is still having nightmares right now because all he saw was defensive people come at him. And you have to remember, Baltimore Ravens is ranked number 3 in the powerhouse right now, so they're having a really good season. You're talking about Atlanta and Minnesota. Both teams are not doing good. I think they could do, and they're still trying to figure out their franchise, so I'm not going to go too much into it at all, but I think Minnesota Vikings aren't doing a lot better. I think they gave a great performance against on the Seattle Seahawks. I think it's overall they should be a better team than they are performing, so I don't go with the Minnesota Vikings. And then Cleveland Brown and Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm really scared. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan forever, and I'm kind of scared. I mean, Cleveland really, you got to give Cleveland franchise a thumbs up. They went from the seller of the thing, the laughing stock of the NFL, to now they're a powerhouse. Every year they're getting better and better. If they keep this going, we might see even a Super Bowl coming through them. But they won't be this year because the Steelers don't beat them. Because the Steelers are still, they have to go through the steel curtain. Let's just say how it is. And then think about our rookie that we have. We have Chase, Clay is unbelievable. Pittsburgh Steelers, somehow every year, they don't have to draft the number 1 picks. This guy was outside the 32th draft pick, and the Steelers found him. He's waking up. He had 4 TDs last week. That's a franchise record. Unbelievable. So I don't go with the Steelers, and with my Steelers being is still healthy, so we can't really say the Steelers are doing good. But I don't want to jinx them because it's kind of scary. I still don't believe it until they get to the playoffs. And then we have Cincinnati Bengals. Remember, Pittsburgh is 4-1. They don't be 5-1 after they're done with this. Cincinnati will be 4-2. But honestly, those guys don't meet each other again. It's not over. But the Steelers will win. It will be a close game. We have Cincinnati and the Indianapolis Colts. Wow. 3-1 Cincinnati. Cincinnati, I don't know. They're the good years, bad years, whatever. Indianapolis Colts, having a 3-2 record. But I don't just say it. Let's just figure out right away, the Cincinnati Bengals franchise is going the wrong direction. The Indianapolis Colts, they're just hanging in there. They haven't fully collapsed. Rivers still just trying to figure out what he's doing with that franchise. So I'm still going with the Colts, even if he threw a lot of interceptions. But that's him. You have Detroit Lions that are 1-3, and you have the Jackson Jaguars at 1-4. Man, I don't know what to say. Both these teams' seasons, they're having problems. Both of them, I don't know what direction. It's just horrible. But I have to go with Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, they're not having a great season, but they are playing good opponents. They were giving people for the run for their money. Their offense is not doing that bad. If their defense come alive, they will be all right. But remember, Detroit are putting up pretty good numbers as well. But let's go on to Chicago Bears, 4-1 against Carolina Panthers. Woo! Let's go for that. You have 4-1 team against a 3-2. Really, I think the Bears could have been 5-0. I really think so. Some strange stuff happens with them, right? Think about it. Think about it's just weird. But they also got lucky with Brady collapsing in the fourth quarter that they end up winning the game. So technically, they could be still 5-1 if Brady didn't have a rookie mistake for a guy who's been in the league forever. But I'm going with Chicago Bears for sure. It's just it's great. But you have Washington 1-4, New York Giants 0-5. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm gonna go with Washington. Of course, I think they'll win for sure. Then we go with the Denver Broncos 1-3. You have the New England Patriots that are 2-2. You guys have to go with the New England Patriots. They have a better franchise. They have a better person in the office. They think football. Denver is still trying to figure out. Elway's been there for a while, you guys. I think it's time to change Elway. It's a philosophy or something because he's trying things. They were on a cuff of doing good, and then they fell apart. So I think the front office is having problems up there trying to figure out how to make this franchise. I think they're lost. But the New England Patriots, you can't give up the New England Patriots. They have a great franchise. They still have one of the best coaching minds out there. And then they got to, they have Cam Newton is back. He went through COVID-19, but he's a tough guy running all that. I think he hasn't even hit his stride with New England. So I'm going to go with New England. And I want to count out New England making it to the playoffs at all. You should never with their coach. But now Cam Newton has more life, more better receivers. I think, hey, of course, we're going with New England. They don't do 3-2. But, hey, their record I think, is not giving true justice. They're a better team for sure. You have New Jersey Jets. And then you have Miami Dolphins, 2-3. Come on now. Should I say any more? They're playing the Jets. Miami Dolphins is playing the Jets. The Jets are the new NFL laughingstock. The Jets are just terrible. I mean, I keep on joking around. I keep on joking this powerhouse team in Northern California, De La Salle High School. They probably could give them a better run for their money right now. The franchise is just going. They're the laughingstock, and if they don't catch this, if they don't do changes now, man, I would just cut this season off, start getting rid of people because you can't make the playoffs now, and get the coach, whatever, and try to figure this out. You might well do it because you're not going anywhere. So, like I said, they're the laughingstock. Miami, you're lucky that you're playing the Jets because now you go 3-3. I mean, because you're playing the Jets. All right. You have Green Bay Packers. Oh my God, you guys! Green Bay Packers 4-0 going against Tampa Bay Packers 3-2. You're going against two old quarterbacks. You have Brady that is 43 years old, right? Been in the league for 20 years in the NFL. And then you're going against Aaron Rodgers, who's 37 years old, been in the NFL 15 years. So you have, I call you that, have the Senior Citizen Bowl going. Who will win the bowl? It will be Green Bay Packers or will it be Tampa Bay? Wow, that's a toss-up. But really, I'm going with Green Bay Packers. That's right. I'm going with Green Bay Packers. Both of them are having an okay season, but I really think Aaron Rodgers having a better season. I think so. I think his defense is better weapons. Their running game is not bad as well. And also, their powerhouse ranking number 1. That's right. They're going against New England's going against the number 1 right now power ranking in the NFL. So Brady, let's see who you are. If you're one of the best quarterbacks ever, that you have a great coach in Tampa Bay. New England, you had a great franchise, great players. Now you're in Tampa Bay. This is your true colors. If you beat Green Bay this game, I give you props that, hey, you got more life in you. So this is your test, Green Bay, Brady. But I'm still going with Aaron Rodgers. He's healthy, feeling good, everything's clicking. So I'm going with Aaron Rodgers going 5-0. Tampa Bay's going 3-3. Los Angeles Rams and 49ers. People probably know right now. Yeah, I don't give 49ers respect. They did all right last year. They earned my respect, but now what happened to that franchise? They show some life. Everybody's saying, hey, they're hurt, whatever. I think that's an excuse because if you're a great franchise, you should always have great backup players. You should have a great coach that could make adjustments and so forth. So it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be interesting. You have a young quarterback. I think he's 23 years old. Going against going against 49ers quarterback who's been around, was under Brady. It's going to be a great matchup, but I got to tell you, I'm going with the Rams. They're going to beat the 49ers for sure. And also, they pressure. Their defense is pretty good, you guys. Pretty good. Their defense was doing really good. as well. So I'm going with the Rams. And then the last game last two games I'm talking about real fast is Kansas City, woo, and Buffalo. Man, we're having some great matchups today. I mean, you think, well, we have Tampa Bay, Green Bay. You have some Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland. Those are some great matchups, guys. I got to tell you. So it's pretty exciting what's going on right now. But let's have some fun. Let's go really talk about the last two games that we have to talk about. We already talked about Green Bay Packers, talk about Chicago Bears. That's going to be a great game. But let's really talk about the last two games. We have Kansas City to Mahomes. That's right, Mahomes is doing okay. Remember, Mahomes had some okay games right now, but he's still healthy. And that's the thing that got him last year. They were struggling. So I think Mahomes he has more interceptions than he had last year. So he's a little off. Maybe he's rushing it. Maybe something's gone wrong in that aspect. But other than that, he's still having a fantastic season. He's not going to get the MVP of last year that he's running into. That's not going to happen. But you have Mahomes and Buffalo. Both of them are great records, 4-1 going against 4-1. That might be a future matchup in the playoffs, by the way. I mean, so who will pull it off? I think the power ranking. If you go with the power ranking, you would go with the Chiefs. They were ranked number 1 last week, but they dropped to number 2. Oh wow, whoopie deal. So they didn't click last week. Mahomes threw some bad passes, but hey, I don't think he's going to have two games back to back bad. So I'm going. But Kansas City. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to go really with the defense will make a difference. I think that's going to be a huge one. So that's going to be huge. But Kansas City's rushing game is pretty good. Buffalo defense was bad last game. So we will see. In the last game, we have St. Louis Cardinals going against Dallas Cowboys. Guys, I know. I mean, let's just call it is. Cardinals will win. Yeah, the franchise is in Dallas Cowboys is in a really unstable area. There's quarterback that they franchised this year got hurt, so now they have to bring in somebody that is backup. I don't know. They say sometimes backup quarterbacks show their colors. I don't see it this time. And so I think their offense will be really lag. And so I'm going to go with the Cardinals to win it. So you guys, this is my sports thing. I really appreciate you checking out my sports at rhymestimes. Baseball, football, no more basketball. But if you like what you talk, hopefully you did my picks last week. I didn't post it because I had a computer problem. But man, I only was one game off. Only one game I was off. All the other ones I got right. So let's see if I could be more successful again this week. But other than that, all my Robbie, you Miami fan, they suck. Hey, the 49ers, Ian, Jeff, and the gang, Joe, guess what? I wish you luck. Mike, I hope you're enjoying Baja, because you shouldn't turn on the team. Hopefully they don't have cable to watch this game this week. But other than that, you guys, thank you for tuning in Rhymes Times of thoughts. Press like, tune me in. I will have other subjects, all that. But I have to go with my wife and go bike riding. Now, get in shape because you didn't want to see what's going down below.